Hello all my friends on the interwebs who love miniatures, I'm Doc Eon. It's a Monday. I'm here to ramble about miniatures. It's Monday the 23rd of January 2023. And I have just a single mini here. It took a little bit of time. It's The Thing in the Well. I mentioned, you've seen it almost finished before. The brain was pretty much done. I've just done very little extra work on it. It's the tentacles mainly I've painted since then, and the stonework and the waves. And I've worked a lot with cold versus light contrast here. And I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. It's the only mini I finished this week. I kind of slowed down, but I don't feel bad about it anymore because I have also slowed down my purchasing quite a lot. I just didn't feel the need to buy anything from Reaper this month. I've almost bought something from them every month for the past few years. But I don't know. I don't really need to stock up on any more minis. And what's on its way to me? There's some orders from last year. There's one order from Hasselfree that's actually gotten lost in the Swedish mail, and I'm pretty mad about that because they are not taking responsibility for it. But anyway, I have a small order from Heresy that's on its way. It's just 3 minis. I have a Kickstarter from Hasselfree that is set to deliver this summer. But otherwise, you know, given that I'm not buying anything new, I can paint at a leisurely pace. I don't need to stress. And I think that's good because I've been stressing the painting for a while now. I think my subconscious is telling me to relax. That's why I'm staying away from the paint discs, and I'm doing a lot of other things to relax. So, well, you know, but I'm gonna do something every week. And this week it was this guy. And of course, there's a lot of projects in the works that have gotten some paint on them. Let's go look at those now. Well, here on the desk we have everything that's been started. It's quite a lot. It's 18 models of various sizes, 2 rather big ones. Now, I've done the 3-headed ogre. Perhaps you can't tell in this lighting, but he's seen a lot of work. It's mainly the skin tones that's left, actually. I mean, the skin, the mouths, the eyes, that sort of thing. Most of the clothing and gear, I think, is pretty well finished. So, I'm pretty sure this guy will be done by next week at this time. And hopefully a few of the smaller ones as well. They've seen some work. I've been, dabbing some paint here and there. I'm gonna have to. I'm doing the things that I can do sort of production line, like the metal. And once I get down to clothing and hair and that sort of thing, I have to paint them more individually. So I'll have to focus on a few at a time. But yeah. I think I'll have more than one finished model to show you next week. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Alright, and so to close out, we have this segment which is semi-new, where I talk about both inventory and new projects, kind of at the same time. I could have made 2 separate clips of this, but this time not. So we have a box here which has a bunch of minis in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of. These witches each have a small minion, or in this case a black cat. But I don't consider them to be really separate minis. The theme of stuff that gets put in this particular box is that it's related to a holiday other than Christmas. Because Christmas has its own box, which is much bigger and has many more minis in it. This is mostly Halloween. I've had some Easter figures in the past. I'm not sure if there are any Easter figures here. I don't know. This one is sort of Thanksgiving. But this is 8 minis, which I will bring out again to paint at the appropriate time. They're time sensitive that way. Huh. Do I want to start painting something new? Well, I have a lot on my table, but I'm starting to finish all the big minis. So I'll pull this out of the Greek Odyssey box, the expansion for Bones 5. It is a bronze golem. It comes pre-assembled. It's obviously, or to me, obviously at least, been assembled in a factory, but probably when they start selling it in normal blisters, it's not going to come pre-assembled. It's probably going to come in pieces. But it is, it has a hard, really hard base, which is, it seems of a different material than the mini itself. So it's not wobbly. It doesn't bend, and it doesn't. I mean, normally with bones, when they have even pretty thick, solid plastic bases, they can get a bit warped somehow in production, and they can need to be straightened with the hot and cold water method. This one, no. This one I'm just going to go over for... I can't see any mold lines right now. Maybe a tiny bit of gap filling. We'll see, but I think he'll be pretty easy to prep. Yeah. So that was this episode. I hope you liked it. Give it a like, a thumbs up, share, subscribe, comment. But above all, be back here next week. Same day of the week, same channel, same document. Who for now is signing off.